Hello, my dears, and welcome back to our channel. I'm your companion on this journey to discover and define our personal style. And today, we are going to be talking about the future. Do you ever just get exhausted by the constant whirlwind of fashion trends that change in the blink of an eye? Those pieces that are everywhere 1 minute and then completely forgotten by the next season? If you do, then I have some very good news for you. 2025 is not going to be another year of those flashy, fleeting trends. Instead, it marks the start of a new era, an era of style with substance, where we celebrate core values and we turn our clothing into a tool to tell our own personal story. I know, facing a fashion world that is always in motion, it is so easy to feel overwhelmed. It's easy to just chase after what everyone else is wearing. And the biggest question that all of us face is this: how do we stop being a slave to the trends? And instead, learn how to make the trends work for us so that we become the master of our own style game. And that is exactly why I made this video for you today. This is not a shopping list. And it is not a rigid rule book. I want you to think of this as your personal style compass for 2025. I'm not just going to list the 10 biggest trends. Together, we are going to dissect them and organize them into 5 main pillar groups. From the minimalist foundations to the new feminine statements, and all the way to unlimited creative freedom. And what is the ultimate goal? It's to help you build a wardrobe that is smart, versatile, and most importantly, one that feels authentically, personally, you, for 2025, and for all the years to come. So, let's begin this journey together. All right, my dears, let's get right into it. We're going to start with the first, and honestly, the most important pillar, the quiet revolution of minimalism. Let's be honest with each other for a second, okay? Have you ever looked at your closet, completely full of clothes, and still felt like you have absolutely nothing to wear? I have been there. I think back to myself in my 30s and 40s, and I thought luxury was all about big, flashy logos. It was about everyone knowing, instantly, what brand you were wearing. But time, and a little bit of wisdom, taught me a very valuable lesson. True luxury isn't about what you show off to the world. It's about how you feel, just for yourself. It lies in the quality and the craftsmanship of the smallest details. And that is the entire spirit of this trend. Basics, but elevated. Let's just talk about a simple white t-shirt. Instead of just any regular cotton tee, imagine you're wearing one made from Supima cotton, which has fibers that are 1.5 times longer than normal, making it softer, stronger, and the feeling against your skin is just incredibly smooth. Or a silk camisole. It doesn't just cling to your body. It drapes beautifully and catches the light with this subtle sheen, making you feel special without any effort at all. I have this one beige cashmere sweater. It has no pattern, no logo, nothing. But every time I put it on during a cool day, it feels like the softest, warmest hug. Now that is the luxury I'm talking about. And it's not just me. Fashion analysts are seeing this too. They're predicting the quiet luxury market will continue to explode, expecting it to be worth tens of billions of dollars by 2025. Because more and more of us are understanding what true value is. As the legend Coco Chanel once said, simplicity is the keynote of all true elegance. And this elegance isn't just in the fabric, it's in the cut. An oversized shirt isn't about wearing a tent. It's an intentional silhouette with a soft, dropped shoulder that creates a look that's both relaxed and incredibly chic. Or a touch of asymmetry in the hem. It turns a simple shirt into a little piece of wearable art. Don't you agree? When you feel incredible in your most basic pieces, you don't have to try so hard with everything else. And speaking of elevating the basics, we have to talk about the surprising comeback of an old friend, the polo shirt. Now, when I say polo shirt, what comes to mind? Is it a stuffy school uniform? Or maybe a tennis outfit, right? I'll admit, I used to put polos in the boring category. I never gave them a second look. Until one day, I tried on a polo that wasn't made of that typical stiff cotton, but was a finely knit merino wool. The fit was beautiful. The buttons were a soft mother of pearl. It completely changed my mind. It was sophisticated enough to wear under a blazer for a meeting, but comfortable and casual enough for a weekend stroll. The polo of 2025 is exactly that. It's reborn in new materials like soft, ribbed knits, or even slinky satin for an evening out. The shapes are new, too, from figure-hugging silhouettes to relaxed, boxy cuts. For a woman with some life experience, like me, the polo is a fantastic choice. It's sophisticated, it's elegant, but it doesn't make you look dated. Instead, it gives you this vibrant, healthy, and energetic vibe. Okay, so we've built our foundation with these beautiful, elevated tees, shirts, and polos. These are our smart investments, our pieces that will last for years. But to complete that everyday go-to outfit, we need that one final, essential piece, our most loyal and versatile companion. I'm talking about denim, and believe me, the denim of 2025 is having its own incredible rebirth, breaking all the old rules. Are you ready to see what I mean? We're diving into that right now. All right, let's talk about the most loyal companion in our closets, denim. But I want you to forget everything you thought you knew about denim, because the denim of 2025 is having a true rebirth. It's strong enough to give you structure, but refined enough to give you elegance. And the brightest star in the denim universe right now is the white jean. Now, let's have some real talk here. When I say white jeans, what's the very first thing that pops into your head? Is it a little bit of fear? The fear of stains, of showing every lump and bump, or the fear that they'll add a few pounds? I get it. I completely get it. For the longest time, I avoided white jeans like the plague. I thought they were only for supermodels on a yacht in the middle of summer. But then one day, I found a pair made from a substantial, thick denim, with just the right amount of stretch and a flawless high-waisted, straight leg cut. I decided to try them. I paired them with a navy blue cashmere sweater and a simple pair of loafers. And in that moment, I realized just how wrong I had been. I felt incredibly chic, so polished, and surprisingly put together. It didn't make me look bigger at all. In fact, it gave me this bright, energetic glow. The secret, my friends, comes down to just two words: fabric and fit. Look for a heavier weight denim, around 12 ounces or more, so it's not see-through and it holds its shape. Choose a high-waisted style to make your legs look a mile long. And please, let's just get this out of the way. That old, tired rule of no white after Labor Day is completely, totally, 100% outdated. Try a winter white look with different shades of ivory and cream, or use your white jeans as the perfect canvas for a pop of bold color. It truly is a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint your own personal style story. And if white jeans are the beautiful, artistic statement piece, then our practical, reliable, everyday best friend is the slim straight jean. After years of the skinny jean being king, followed by the explosion of wide leg pants, are you feeling a little bit lost? Like, what is the jean that's asterisk actually for us? For women who want comfort without sacrificing style? I was so confused. Skinny jeans felt too restrictive, a little too rock and roll for me now. But some wide leg jeans just felt like way too much fabric. They would swallow me whole. And then I found the slim straight, and it was a true aha moment. It is the perfect balance. It skims your hips and thighs, celebrating your curves, and then falls straight from the knee down. It creates this long, lean line without squeezing your ankle. This is the jean that I reach for on those I have nothing to wear mornings. It's my workhorse. It works with every shoe. Ankle boots slide right under. Loafers look chic, heels look elegant, and sneakers look perfectly casual. With all the different washes available, from dark and dressy to light and faded, it's the true foundation of any modern wardrobe. It isn't trying to be the trendiest item in the room. It's just effortlessly, timelessly good. Okay, so with a chic pair of white jeans and a versatile pair of slim straights, we now have the solid framework for almost any outfit. A strong, reliable foundation. But a foundation isn't enough, is it? Fashion is also about expressing our femininity, our grace, and yes, even a little bit of allure. So how do we take this strong denim framework and layer on the newest feminine statements of 2025? Well, that is a story about beautifully tailored jackets, about the art of the subtly exposed shoulder, and the ethereal beauty of sheer layers. Let's get into it in the next section. And this is where we take that strong denim framework we just built, and we layer on top of it the many dimensions of modern femininity. Because femininity in 2025 isn't confined to a single, narrow definition. It can be powerful and strong, and it can also be graceful, alluring, and ethereal. So what do these new feminine statements look like? Let's start with what I believe is the ultimate power piece in a woman's wardrobe, the jacket. Do you ever feel like a structured jacket has to be boxy and masculine? I used to think so, until years ago, I had a career-defining presentation to give. Instead of my usual boxy blazer, I chose a tweed jacket with a beautifully structured shoulder, a waist that was expertly tailored to nip in, and a row of delicate pearl buttons. The moment I put it on, I didn't just feel professional, I felt powerful and feminine at the same time. It was like a suit of armor, but it was armor that celebrated my shape instead of hiding it. And that is the magic of the ladylike jacket. It's what we call soft power. It's a statement that strength doesn't have to be harsh. And once you have that strength, let's talk about a little bit of allure, a very classy kind of allure. Now, I want to ask you something, and I want you to be honest. Have you ever thought to yourself, oh, I'm too old to wear anything off the shoulder? If you have, I am here to tell you to think again. Because the shoulder and the collarbone are often the last places on the body to show age. A tastefully exposed shoulder is the grown woman's secret weapon. I'm not talking about those super low, fussy tops. I'm talking about an elegant, asymmetrical neckline on a sweater that just so happens to reveal one shoulder. Or a beautiful boatneck dress that elegantly frames the collarbones. I have this one black silk blouse with an artful little cutout right on the shoulder. Every time I wear it, I feel sensual, but in a very modern, very controlled way. The beauty isn't in how much you reveal, but in asterisk what you suggest. And a graceful shoulder is the most sophisticated statement of allure for 2025. And finally, in this chapter on femininity, we have to touch on the trend that might be the most intimidating for many. I'm talking about sheer layers. Is your mind immediately going to tacky, revealing inappropriate outfits? Let's reframe that thought. On the major runways, from Paris to Milan, top design houses like Dior and Fendi have shown us that sheer isn't about being naked. It's about the art of layering. It's about adding depth and dimension. My own gateway drug to this trend was a simple black blouse with sheer sleeves. The body was completely opaque and modest, but the sleeves added this touch of lightness and mystery. It allowed me to play with the trend without feeling exposed. You can try an organza trench coat worn over a simple slip dress, or find a dress that has a sheer embroidered panel over the skirt. The art here is in the hint of what's beneath. It's like a watercolor painting. The beauty is in the translucent layers, not just in what you see up front. So, you see, femininity in 2025 is so diverse and so powerful. It can be the strength of a perfectly tailored jacket, the subtle allure of a bare shoulder, or the mysterious, ethereal beauty of a sheer layer. These statements help us shape our look with grace. But fashion is also supposed to be fun, isn't it? It's a playground for expressing our most creative and unique selves. So what happens when we decide to break a few rules? What happens when we dare to mix the unmixable? That, my friends, is when we step into the world of the free spirit, where breezy boho style meets the bold drama of maximalism. Let's explore that in our final chapter together. All right, and now that we have our solid foundation and our graceful feminine statements, this is where we get to have some fun. This is where we get to break the rules. And this is where we let our free spirit and creative soul take center stage. Because fashion in 2025 is an open stage, encouraging every single one of us to boldly tell our own unique story. So let's step into this world of freedom and artistry. When I say the word boho or bohemian, what do you picture? Is it the kind of messy, over-the-top, fussy outfits from decades past? If it is, I want you to meet the boho of 2025. It's a version that's been refined, it's sophisticated, and it's incredibly chic. I have to confess, I've always been more of a classic, city person myself. I thought boho just wasn't for me. Until a trip I took to Santa Fe, I bought this beautiful, hand-embroidered linen tunic. And I hesitated to wear it back home in the city. But then I tried it. Not with some big, baggy pants, but with those very same slim, straight jeans we just talked about. And I belted it with a structured leather belt. Instantly, that free-spirited tunic became structured and incredibly stylish. And that is the essence of modern boho. It's all about balance. It's taking a flowy, romantic maxi dress and grounding it with a tough leather jacket. It's pairing a ruffled, dreamy skirt with a simple, high-quality t-shirt. It's about those rich, earthy colors like terracotta, sage green, and mustard. It's no longer messy. It's the look of an artistic soul who is also grounded, soulful, and deep. And if boho is the gentle whisper of a free soul, then on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, we have a loud, bold, and dramatic statement. I'm talking about maximalism. Are you someone who believes that less is more? Or do you sometimes feel deep down that actually more is more? I love my minimalism, but some days my soul just craves color. I remember going to an art gallery opening, and instead of reaching for my safe little black dress, I decided to wear a vibrant fuchsia pink coat with a wild floral print. The moment I walked into that room, I wasn't invisible. The energy of my outfit made people smile. It started wonderful conversations. Fashion psychologists actually have a name for this. They call it dopamine dressing, the act of wearing clothes that release dopamine, our happiness hormone. And after years of minimalism, trend reports from forecasters like WGSN show there's a huge craving for this kind of bold self-expression again. Maximalism isn't about chaos, it's about intentional chaos. It's the confidence to pair a striped shirt with a floral skirt. It's the audacity to wear orange and pink in the same outfit. It's the joy of playing with textures like sequins in a chunky knit sweater. It's a declaration that says, I am here, I am not afraid to be seen, and this life is vibrant. So, whether you're an artistic soul who loves the freedom of modern boho, or a daring woman who wants to tell her story through the colors and patterns of maximalism, there is a space for you in 2025. It's all about celebrating your unique point of view. But you know what? Whether your outfit is minimal or maximal, there's one final element, one finishing touch that can change the entire game. It is the final punctuation on your style sentence. It's your personal signature. I'm talking about the power of accessories, of statement jewelry, and that is the final piece of our puzzle. And finally, we have come on quite a journey together, from the quiet basics to the boldest creative statements. But now, we've arrived at what I believe is the most exciting part. The part that is the most personal. It's all about completing your look with the power of accessories. Don't you agree? That an outfit, no matter how beautiful, feels like an unfinished sentence if it's missing accessories? Accessories are the soul of the look. And in 2025, they are no longer the supporting cast. They're the main character. And the star of the show is statement jewelry. I have a personal uniform for my busiest days. It's a simple black cashmere sweater and my favorite slim straight jeans. Very simple. But the reason it never, ever feels boring is because of the jewelry I choose. Let's talk about pearls. So many of us think of them as being a bit stuffy or old-fashioned, right? I have a single strand of pearls that belong to my mother. For years, it just sat in a box because it felt too formal. But then I started playing. I started layering it with a longer, delicate gold chain. That simple act of mixing the old with the new, the classic with the modern, gave those pearls a completely new life. And that is exactly the spirit of layered pearls in 2025. It's the freedom to mix lengths and sizes. It's about personal style and beautiful imperfection, not stiff perfection. Next, a very high fashion, very powerful detail, the cuff bracelet over the sleeve. Now this one might feel a little new to some of you. Have you ever tried wearing your bracelet on the asterisk outside of your sleeve? You have to try it. On a simple, long-sleeved knit top, sliding a bold, metal cuff over the wrist of the sleeve instantly elevates a simple outfit into something incredibly chic and intentional. It's a power move. It's a trick fashion editors have used for years, and now it's ours. And finally, my personal savior on a busy day, oversized earrings. Reports from shopping platforms like List show that searches for oversized earrings and sculptural earrings have jumped by over 50% in the past year. That tells you that women of all ages are embracing this trend. And I know why. There are days when I'm feeling tired, when I don't have time for a full face of makeup. I just pull my hair back into a sleek bun, put on a little red lipstick, and slide on a pair of big, dramatic earrings. Instantly, my face lights up. They frame your face, they draw all the attention upwards, and they project confidence even when you're not feeling it. But with all of these bold statement pieces, we have to remember the golden rule. It's the rule of balance. This is a lesson that took me years to truly learn. The iconic Coco Chanel famously said, "Before you leave the house, look in the mirror and take one thing off." It's about harmony and intention. If you've chosen a pair of huge, dramatic earrings, let your neckline breathe. Maybe skip the necklace. If you're wearing layers of beautiful pearls, choose a simple, tiny stud earring. And if you're wearing that power cuff over your sleeve, that's your statement. Let your hands do the talking. And that, my dear friends, is the final finishing touch, the power of accessories. It's more than just jewelry. It's the stories you carry with you. It's your personality, expressed quietly but with incredible force. It's how you turn a nice outfit into an outfit that is unapologetically, uniquely you. And so, our journey together comes to a close. We have walked through the 5 main pillars of style for 2025. We started with that solid foundation of elevated minimalism. We built a flexible framework with reborn denim. We layered on those multidimensional statements of femininity. We unleashed our free spirits through modern boho and joyful maximalism. And finally, we learned how to place our own signature on it all with the power of accessories. Together, they paint a complete picture, a beautiful conversation between quality, comfort, grace, creative personality, and those exquisite finishing touches. But if there's only one lesson that I hope you take with you from all of this, it is this. Trends are just suggestions, but true, authentic style can only come from a deep understanding of who you are. Always remember, quality over quantity. One perfect cashmere sweater is worth more than 10 trendy tops that won't last. Remember that balance is the key between the minimal and the maximal, the strong and the soft. And most importantly, dare to be yourself. Wear what makes you feel joyful and powerful. So, after this video ends, I want to invite you to do one thing. Go to your closet, not to throw things away, but to see it with new eyes. Which pieces in there are telling your story? Which ones are waiting to be styled in a new way? Begin your journey of building your personal style with intention. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I wish you a brilliant and incredibly stylish 2025. And of course, understanding these trends and building this smart wardrobe is a massive, incredibly important step. But it's not the whole story, because to truly shine, we need something that's even more important than the clothes themselves. We need that inner confidence that radiates from within, and the next video is the final piece of the puzzle to truly unlock that. If you are truly serious about feeling more confident, vibrant, and beautiful every single day, then my next video on the topic, look 10 years younger with 5 wardrobe changes, the golden key to healthy aging, is something you absolutely cannot afford to miss. So make sure you are subscribed and have that notification bell turned on so you don't miss it. For now, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.